Welcome to RVA Homily of the Day. Let us now listen to Father Rayan, SVD, as he reflects on today's Gospel.
Praise the Lord, my dear sisters and brothers in Jesus Christ. Rules and regulations are a must for any organization or community that wishes to develop itself into an institution of certain repute and avoid unnecessary confusions and tensions. We tend to address certain individuals as disciplined persons based on the way they regulate their activities and follow certain principles such as punctuality, total commitment, and dedication to the assigned task. As a community, the people of Israel began to grow in number, but lack of respect for the other in many ways came into picture. The need for commandments and statutes arose. God was so kind to provide them with certain regulations in the form of 10 words, which has come to be known as the 10 Commandments. Thus, in the first reading from the book of Deuteronomy, we find an exhortation from Moses, a preeminent teacher. The people of Israel are expected to listen to the statutes and ordinances that he handed over to them as given by the Lord. Observance of the law is an absolute requirement for gaining and maintaining the possession of the land. They are strictly charged not to add nor subtract anything. This is what will give them their identity. The people who see them observing the statutes and commandments diligently will acknowledge them as a great and wise nation that discerns the will of God. The other people realize that the God of Israel is so near to his people. He is ever ready to come down whenever his people call on him. No other nation could ever afford to possess such systematic and neat statutes and ordinances. The Gospel reading from St. Mark has to be interpreted in the light of the first reading from Deuteronomy, where the Lord demands his people to adhere to the statutes and commandments. As a creator and liberator God, he has every right to expect this from his people. But then there arises an unavoidable conflict. The highly learned Pharisees, the guardians of the law, not only reinterpreted and many times misinterpreted the statutes of God, but also appointed people to routinely spy on Jesus and his disciples. This type of an unpleasant behavior made people consider the laws a burden. In today's text, they are found spying on the disciples' failure to observe the great tradition. Jesus' responsibility now is to reorient them. External cleanliness is significant, but not at the cost of neglecting the inner attitudes and dispositions. Rules are imperative, but they are not everything and ultimate. God and human persons are more vital than the rituals. The hypocritical attitude of the people of Israel makes Jesus to cite a quote from Isaiah chapter 29, verse 13, to drive home a point that humans are humans and God is God. Doctrines are made to enable humans to plunge into the mystery of God with awe and wonder. It is our search for God and God's kingdom that will define our life as Christians.
Thanks for listening today. For more homilies, please visit our website at www.rvasia.org.